are you visiting people that are here, that are your loved ones, that you care about, the family and people that are still here? Are you checking in on them? Hey everybody, it's me Josh with Hope, and I'm bringing you an amazing video. It's a session that I did asking for Robert Redford and Paul Newman. These are two guys that I just grew up loving watching. But I want to talk about something really quick. Before every session, I'm going to take this time to explain what it is I'm doing. It's very important that I do that. Anyone could go down into the scroll bar of the video, and you can see that the video is broken up into chapters. So if you're someone that's been watching me for many years and you know what I do and you know who I am, you don't have to listen to all of this information. This channel has received an additional 6,000 new subscribers in just the last 28 days. There's new people coming on TikTok, Instagram, 16,000 new people on Facebook. So all of these platforms are growing with followers discovering my work. So it's important that I do explain this work. With new people all the time comes people that are skeptic. Now, if you're skeptic, what is to be skeptic? Skeptic means that you're seeking out information. You're in disbelief and you're looking for information to understand more. But if you're someone that's set in your beliefs, or someone that just hates on this kind of work, just does not believe in this, there's no information that can be given to you that's going to appease you, that's going to satisfy your belief, your disbelief, I should say. I am talking to the people that are respectful, that are skeptic and wanting to know more. This is very hard work to believe in. This isn't just regular paranormal walking around an abandoned house and trying to capture an EVP. As a medium who has proven myself for the last 13 years, over 4,000 readings, I pride myself on being very transparent and explaining. If someone you're watching that does this work, they are not explaining their methods, and it's a word salad when they tell you what they're doing. If they're not really telling you, explaining how their box actually works, or even better yet, explaining their sound source, or even showing their face, or if you can't look at them, there's something wrong there. So this is important for me, that some people are like, oh, Josh, you talk too much. And I'm like, well, you know what? This work deserves to be talked about. It deserves to be explained. Now, as I said, 13 years, I'm one of the only other two people that have been doing this long on YouTube at this point, ITC. And so people do try to attack this work. People have made videos about me, they try to debunk, and no one has been able to debunk the work that I'm doing. Spirit boxes do work, but they mainly use sound banks or radio with forward speech, and so you can get a lot of false positives. And that does take away from the validity of this work. So by using reversed human speech, whether it's a well-known person or just a regular person, it gives the spirit a chance to use audio that doesn't have forward words in it, to take that audio and form their own response. Now, a couple of these debunkers, or there's this hater out there that continues to try to attack, I will address this idea that if you reverse one of my responses that I capture, that you may hear words in it. Yes, that is correct. That is actually proving two things, okay? It's proving, one, that I'm telling you the truth in every video, that exactly what I'm using. I'm using reversed human speech, chopped up, slowed down, okay, randomized. That's proving what I'm telling you is the truth. And two, it's proving that, people have claimed, well, he just takes clips from interviews and lays them in conveniently. And by just reversing any of the responses in any of my sessions, you will hear pieces of words from the original audio. And that proves again that yes, this is actually real. What Spirit is doing is taking that warped audio and forming their own responses. Some people hear these responses and they're like, that's too clear, or that's too direct. And I'm like, that's what they're doing. And what's great about this is this: anyone can do this. The way that I make myself is transparent, and I share this with everyone, and it deserves this kind of explanation. This work does not deserve someone to just say, here is my box. You don't know what I'm using. Take my word for it. This is real. That does not fly. What I'm doing, anyone can do. And that's what's great about it. I'm not the only one that can get these kinds of results. Any of you can do this. In fact, that's why I've given you my free app for the last 4 years to use, or my HSB-PRO computer program. Anyone can do it. I have spent countless emails and time with people on phones to try to explain exactly what it is I'm doing, and then they can do this themselves, and they get these results. Now, mind you, I've been doing this a long time, so there is this, I know what to look for. I've been dedicated to this work for a long time. I've worked on my connection, but that doesn't mean that I'm the only one and I'm some chosen one. The box, people, say sometimes, oh, this, woo-woo box that with crystals and wires, and it's just a speaker. It doesn't have the blessing of the afterlife on it. It's just a speaker with reverb pedals. You can get a regular speaker, a smaller speaker, and it will still work. So the box itself is not the amazing tool. We are the connection, and that's important. So if you ever rolled up on a video, they're trying to discredit what I'm doing, and they put these blow-up shots and they zoom in on my face and they do all this, kooky stuff. It's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. And anyone with common sense and discernment can see that. Now, mind you, there are some people that, are, I guess, low intelligence and just believe whatever they're told. And that's unfortunate, but I guess, that's for them to find out on their own journey what's real and what's not. I can't convince everybody, and I'm not here to do that. But take any of my responses and reverse them. You will hear bits and pieces of words, or even a word that is distorted from the original audio that I took it from, so that we can create human raw audio for the spirits to use. This is my technique that I love using, inspired by others that have done this before, people that I've given a lot of credit to that have, done some amazing work in this field. And they're attacked as well. And that's par for the course. I get that. But some people are very ignorant and don't want to be honest with themselves about what's going on here. Some others are haters and are very jealous about views and all kinds of subscribers and all that. And that's why I don't look to get in the mud with them and go back and forth. It's a waste of time. I've been super busy. I've been working with a police department that is working on a cold case, so I'm working with them and trying to help them. I've been doing so many sessions for people, helping them in reaching their loved ones, group sessions, and all of that, readings that I do on a regular basis. But again, I did reach out, like I said, to Robert Redford and Paul Newman, who are two guys that I just grew up, loved watching. I'm going to play that here right now. If anyone's interested in any of the things that I'm doing, please check out hopeparanormal.com, where you can get those apps, you can get those programs, you can get my book, you can book a session if you want, or read any of the articles. I wrote a really good article that I suggest that you guys read, and it really drops some very hard truths on what paranormal and ITC research is about and what I've experienced in the years of doing this. So anyway, let's get to the session. I thank you all for being here and supporting this work. And within the room, I already feel the presence of both men. I feel Robert Redford is there. And I see Paul Newman within the room. I feel like he's sitting down. He understands that I'm asking for Robert first. Robert, I could sit here and sing your praises all night, just like your buddy that I have just nothing but the utmost respect for, the both of you. I grew up in Fairfield and Westport. From a kid that grew up watching Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid over and over and over again, you could understand what kind of childhood hero you and Paul were to me. Thank you for joining me. If you are, how are you doing? You just passed after a long, fruitful, wonderful life. How do you feel now that you're on the other side? How is the other side for you, Robert? It's so quiet. I hope I heard that right. If I say something that is not what you're saying, I'll go back and correct it when I listen. So I'm just trying to hear you in real time. Were you greeted by others on the other side? All right, I'm going to try my box with you. I want to give you the box. It might be a little bit easier. Okay, let's try it. Asking the guides to please help him. Robert, let me ask you, did you have a divine experience? Did you have some kind of experience with the light or with God? Yeah. I've seen it. I see something. Have you met up with other loved ones? You know, I do see you, like I said, with Paul right now within the room because I've invited him, but, have you met up with many others, loved ones, family, friends that have passed? Yes, something. It sounds again like a confirmation you have. Can I ask you what it is that you are going to do or want to do on the other side? Is that a fair question to ask, that what it is that you want to do over there? Is there any message you have for your fans, the people that care, that will see this, the thousands of people that will see this? Any other message you want to deliver to us? Any lesson, life lesson, anything from the other side that you want to share about what it's like, or anything open-ended there? Are you visiting people that are here, that are your loved ones, that you care about, the family and people that are still here? Are you checking in on them? I've told you the movies that, what they meant to me. Like I said, my two favorites really being Butch and Sundance and The Natural. There's plenty other movies, Indecent Proposal and Sneakers and all these other wonderful films that you were in. But you were such a big part of my life. You made a big difference in my life. An impact in my life, inspired me, and you hold a very special place in my heart. And I just wanted to let you know that, and I know that's the case for many others out there. And so I'm excited to share this with them. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being you, what you did, and thank you for coming through tonight and giving us any messages. Now, one thing I like to do is, when I'm done with the session, I turn off the cameras and I like to pray for the person, whether they need it or not. I love to say a prayer for you, and I'm going to say a prayer for you and Paul when I'm done, okay? And I invite you to say that prayer with me and stand with me. So I'm going to ask now for Paul, but, please hang out with us while I give him a chance to speak, if you're okay with that. Okay. So I just, again, want to say thank you. It's an honor, and I'm very grateful, very honored, and just wanted to share my love and respect for you, okay? So now I am going to ask if Paul Newman would like to join me. I felt like I saw you, Paul, sitting in the chair, allowing Robert to go to speak. So I'm asking if you would join me at the table, Paul. Paul, thank you. I'm trusting in what I'm seeing. I'm trusting that you're here. This is your voice. Let's see. Paul, can you use this? Yeah, something can. I assume that you heard a lot of the words that I said to Robert, and so like I told him, I'm a Fairfield Westport kid, riding my bike on Post Road, going to the playhouse as a child. My dad's office was in your building. He blocked you in, your old beat up car. He blocked you in with his car by accident, double parked. He comes outside and sees you sitting on the hood of your car waiting because you couldn't get out. And he was so apologetic, and you were totally cool about it. And you invited him up to your office to play pool. You bumped into my mom at Heyday when she was pregnant with me, and so we've bumped into each other. And any comment on any of that? I don't know why you would have a comment, but just asking. Is there anything that you want to say about being with others on the other side, Paul? How is it on the other side for you? I asked Robert, I think he said something about it being quiet. I've heard many talk about it being peaceful, being with other loved ones, having a divine experience. What's it like for you on the other side? Do you still get to do things that you want to do? Like, do you get to still race cars? Do you still get to, I don't know if you still would like to act, or if that's a part of, it's a part of who you were, but I don't know if that's something you'd want to do. But racing cars, I knew how important that was for you. You still get to do the things that you want to do. I just want to say personally thank you for being that for me, inspiring me and bringing me so much joy, and my father as well. I want to try something real quick with you. I'm sitting here just asking you questions because that's just, what I'm doing, and I should give you this box to try. So let me give you this box for a few questions. I mean, I know that you lived a full life like Robert did, and you got to achieve so much, and you were one of the most humble guys. I mean, the amount of charity work that you did, and I'm sure Robert did it so much as well, with Sundance and the other things, and there's the Hole in the Wall gang, and Newman's Own, over 100 million, and it's fantastic. And I want to again say thank you for that kind of inspiration, that kind of work that you did. Thank you. Is there any message, any final thing that you want to try and say through the box? Again, I thank you. I send you love. Is there any final message through the box that you would like to give? All right. Let me try one thing with you here, okay? Just the recorder, if you can try it with me. Just like a reporter asking you a question for a quote, anything you want to say, just speak freely, try to speak slow, clear. Let's see. Paul Newman, is there anything that you would like to try and say on here now? Hold on. How about now? I hear the speaking. These two gentlemen were just icons to me. This means a lot to me. And I'm going to say a prayer for them. If you would like to say a prayer for them, you can do that. I don't believe that they necessarily need it. I don't think they do. I think they're a lot better off than the majority of us. But I just want to say, despite all the noise and sometimes the riffraff and the haters and all the nonsense, there are so many wonderful people like yourself, supporters that have been following this journey for 13 years with me, 12 on here, and I just want to thank you all. I love you all. The people that have been watching me know who I am, know what I'm about. And so I just want to say I truly love you all. I thank you. Until next time.